So it's day 11 of our tour of Israel. Well, tour and ministry trip. Mostly ministry trip, but we get to tour too and have a little fun, as you can see. Today we got to visit the Golan Heights, and we started off our first stop at Tel Dan, which was the former site of the city of Dan, where the headwaters of the Jordan actually come out of the rocks and springs. We spent some time prophesying and declaring over the headwaters of the Jordan, just prophetic declarations for Israel, freedom over Israel, freedom from religion. It was a pretty neat and impactful stop.
Israel, north and south. The kings of Israel in the north were very corrupt, not righteous before the sight of the Lord. And they built high places. You know, the only place that you should go and worship and sacrifice is in Jerusalem. So that king, tried to attract people to this part of the country to come here and not going to the kingdom of Judah in Jerusalem, on Mount Moriah, the Temple Mount. As you can see, that he built here a high place for the golden calf. He built two places, one in Dan and the other one in Bethel. Okay, and you can see the altar where they used to sacrifice, like the altar in Jerusalem, but it should be without horns, as you see, like on the corners, as the Lord demanded in the Old Testament.
Deep cries out, deep cries out, we cry out, we cry out to you, Jesus. Deep cries out, deep cries out, deep cries out, deep cries out to you. We cry out to you, Jesus.
So after just releasing the presence of God over the high place at Tel Dan, we got to go down and see the old city and the gate, and the seat where Deborah actually sat to judge Israel. It was quite cool, and all the girls hopped up there and sat in the seat of Deborah. Quite a prophetic act. Also, while we were there, our guide Nabil pointed out that there was actually a stone dug up here that recorded information about David. And David's his favorite biblical character, so we asked if we would take some time to pray and prophesy over him, which we happily did. He then took us down to this 4,000-year-old city gate, which it's speculated that this could possibly have been the gate that Abraham would have used when he entered into the land of Canaan. Quite a sight to see.
To the left, and if he goes to the right, then we'll go to the right. We're gonna dance, 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 dance in the river. Dance, 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 dance.
Get a picture of it. That's awesome.
It's good.
Do it again, do it again. We want to have a picture. Yeah. Just like that. You have to be dance release.
I want you to
Just a way of viewing our ministry and just the prayer around the borders of Israel. And the word that he gave me was these borders, they're not walls, they're doors.
Amen. Wow. It's good.
And they're doors into the countries around.
That's right.
And to pray, to call out the destiny of those nations.
Yep.
Wow. In relation to Israel. Wow.
That's right.
And so just over Lebanon, like when we went up to Dan and I went up to Lebanon and was just calling out, just what I saw in that country and what God was, from a heaven's perspective, what that country looks like in the earth.
Yeah, that's good.
And
So good.
and I was calling out, there was a strong idea of a fortress, a strength and a stronghold, and how God was going to bless it abundantly, and it was going, and Israel would be secure knowing that nation was there, that it was so blessed, and that its heart was towards them. Wow.
Amen.
And then for Syria,
Through the place, like little town, after we had lunch, just seeing this completely different culture and people group than what you expect to see in Israel. Just like really eye-opening, and just kind of realizing that this is like a whole unreached people group in Israel. Like this is a whole people group that I don't know if really has had the gospel preached to them, and like just kind of like getting a heart. It was crazy because like I don't see myself as like an evangelist, but driving through that town, something came over me. I was like, stop the bus, like just like let's stop in the city square and just start preaching the gospel and inviting the whole town to come see and meet Jesus, and start just like I don't know. I was just totally just like overwhelmed with like, this is an unreached people group, and we might be the only Christians that have ever come through this place.
So this is the end of day 11 on our last night in Tiberias. Tomorrow we head out to minister to some orphans at an orphanage. I'm not sure exactly where, but it's at an Orthodox orphanage. Should be a lot of fun just getting to minister to the kids, and definitely post a video about that tomorrow. But tomorrow will be my last video of the trip. It's a lot of work to put these together every day, and then on Tuesday we're just having a free day anyway, and on Wednesday we head back to the States. But today was a really cool day. We got to do a lot of just prophetic declarations and intercession over Israel, and just to see some pretty historical sites throughout the Golan Heights. What do you think about it, Elizabeth?
I thought it was amazing. I think the thing that stood out the most is that before we started any of this, we had these special dream dinners where we would prophesy and we'd go there in the spirit beforehand. And it was really cool to see some of the places that we prayed about and that we saw in the spirit beforehand in visions, and then actually get to go there and realize that everything that was being seen was legit. Like it actually was there. It was all actually happening. And I know that there was a vision of a field of these beautiful yellow flowers, and we ended up walking into it today and just getting to make declarations and go and blow the shofar and just really change the atmosphere of every place that we went. Was really awesome.
Yeah, that was Syria that she was speaking of there. We were right at the Syrian border, and we're just prophesying over Syria, calling them into their destiny, calling them to come to know Jesus. So have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow, and shalom from Israel.